Cafe Anyway.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Episode 1872, 1872. I'm Mike Matthews, and today we have a very special guest on Mike's Daily Podcast. It's my lovely lady friend, and she's going to chime in from time to time. And we're in Podcastro Valley.
And Basil.
Oh, and Basil's here too. And his name's not Sally, it's Basil. I named him from an Austin Powers movie. Whatever happened to Mike Myers? Oh, he's got a lot of money because he's one of the highest paid voiceover actors for the movie Shrek.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Shrek. Because he could do a Scottish accent. So we are
Mike's
at Cafe Anyway.
Daily.
And we're having
Podcast.
a great time here at the last place on earth.
Yeah!
We were discussing Suzanne Vega before you stopped in. Suzanne Vega, who sang, "My name is Zuka. I live on the second floor. I live upstairs from you. Yeah, you heard me getting beaten around. If you hear trouble late at night, some kind of problem, some kind of fight, just ignore it." Yeah, it was a huge song, Suzanne Vega, but she's most famous for da 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 da. That Fall Out Boy covered later. Well, they put it in that Century song, but she had that. Well, she put that song out, I think, on her first album, the Tom's Diner. But if you listen to it, because I have it. Oh, but this side of my CD collection is A through M, and Susanna, alas, is in the S's, because I alphabetize by first name, because that's how Microsoft does it on your Windows machine. And so she just did this song, Tom's Diner, like did it without any instruments, a cappella, as they say.
And here's today's podcast picture.
And she, you know what? Can you do me a favor? I'm doing a little technical instruction to my lovely lady friend.
Yes.
Take the microphone and point it towards your mouth a little bit. Right now it's pointed towards your... And there we go. Now don't do that. All this is a PG show now. Pants are optional, I guess, though, anyway, at Cafe Anyway. So, here's the thing. She sang it a cappella, and then years later there was a band called DNA in the early 90s that put that... Oh, Basil stopped by. He's making a bunch of noise, and now he's sleeping. He's asleep. And so DNA took the song and made it into the Tom's Diner song that we hear, that dun, dun, dun. You know, it has all the... that drum thing. Do you know what I mean, lovely lady friend?
I do.
Okay. Is that why were you... So she says there's a song called Hello, Hello from the 90s. And I don't know what she's talking about here on episode 1872. Are you thinking of the Cars? Hello. Hello again.
No, I don't think the title is Hello. I think it's part of the lyrics. But I don't know which one. For some reason, I thought it was her.
It's me. Hello.
There's Lionel Richie, hello.
Hello. Is it me you're looking for?
That made Basil jump.
Aw. He's jumping as he's sleeping here at Cafe Anyway.
He's a Lionel Richie fan.
I think Lionel Richie is here tonight at Cafe Anyway. He's one of the few 80s artists that's still alive. What is going on? Why did so many die? I hope... Well, none have died lately, thankfully. Knock on wood. I'm knocking on a wooden table here at Cafe Anyway. But, yeah, that was scary. Past 10 years, we've lost so many. But Lionel's still with us. And I can hear the washing machine. We have the washing machine going on at Cafe Anyway as well because, well, we have clothes to wash, everybody. Aprons to wash at Cafe Anyway. So, I guess I wanted to talk today about those people in front of you when you're driving, and they cut you off, and then they drive really slow. What's that about? Yeah. Do me a favor, point the microphone a little closer to your mouth. Jeez. And then you don't have to do that again. Okay, so here's big news today, and this is a podcast to help you with your life. Netflix is trying to help us with our lives by cutting out a very graphic scene out of that movie about that show. Not the one we watched, not Stranger Things, but the one about kids or teenagers, and they had like, I think there was a rape scene last year, and this season one of the teenagers killed themselves. Yeah. And so they've cut that scene out because it was too much. I wasn't even watching that stuff. Now, you watch a lot of Netflix. What's the thing you just watched? Virgin Mary? The Virgin Mary Chronicles?
No. The actress was in Jane the Virgin.
Oh, okay.
But...
Is that Herrera? No. Ferrera? America?
No, wrong Latina.
America?
No.
I'm very racist today.
Yes, God, Mike.
Our president is racist, and so I'm racist now. Dang it, what's going on?
Get your Latinas straight.
And I apologize. She and I had this discussion about NPR today, and I'm listening to myself talk, and I'm going, wow, I'm so racist. But the thing is, and right about now, you should go Google Craig Ferguson saying, "You're such a racist." He used to say that to his show producer all the time, and making the joke that, you know, you can be racist against Scottish people, which is kind of like, what? I guess you could back in the day. What was the thing you were watching on Netflix with the guy in Scotland who was, as we go outside a cafe anyway?
Outlander.
Outlander. Okay, but I digress, as you could tell. Yeah, and I was talking about how NPR, basically, if you get out of college and you show any interest in radio, but you can't be white, you have to have some kind of a ethnic-y spin to you. I think that's what I was saying. And then you get a job right away. If your name is a name no one can pronounce, you get a job right away. That's how it seems like NPR. There's a lot of young people on there now. I don't know. I could be wrong. So,
are you cranky?
I am.
Curmudgeon.
A little bit. We were talking about NPR and why I don't listen anymore, and I feel really good about that, actually. But then, of course, I had to tell my lovely lady friend about why I'm really mad at NPR, and that is because I was once sort of offered a job to do a show that kind of sounds like this podcast you're listening to. In fact, the song that you hear at the beginning of the show, this guy, I think I can say, he's got a cool name. He would never get hired by NPR today because it's so white. But Oliver Stoutner, he heard this old show I did on K-Hay in Ventura, a country station, if you couldn't guess. And it was a show called the K-Hay Santa Fe Cafe. And he heard some of the bits of the show that I'd put on MySpace. That's how old this is. And he goes, "Oh, could you do a show like that for my NPR station?" Because I was living in Huntsville, and he ran this Huntsville station. And I did, and I came up with the song. Only instead of Mike's Daily Podcast, it was The Last Place on Earth, because that's what I called the show, because it wasn't a podcast yet. And this was in 2000. It was just 10 years ago. Okay, I've bored you, lovely lady friend. I'm sorry. But you look very nice the way you're lounging outside here of Cafe Anyway on the cool outside. Don't you love outdoor couches? Aren't they the best thing?
They're wonderful.
Unless they're indoor couches that have been put outside. Then we've got a lice problem and a mildew problem and an ick problem. Anyway, it's not Jose America Ferrera. Who is it?
No, it's Gina. Oh, shoot. Oh, my God. No, I don't know. I think it's Garcia? Gina. Oh, shoot. I don't remember her last name, but Gina something. Rodriguez. Gina Rodriguez. Woo!
You did it.
Yes.
Wow, I put you on the spot and you were able to.
Or should I say Rodriguez?
Rodriguez. Wait, here's a little class for all you whitey white people who can't say roll your R's. Teach us how to roll our R's, my lovely lady friend, Latina. And there you go. That's how you do it. It's that easy. No, that doesn't teach me anything. You just showed off. How do I... So, that's all I can do. I do a little bit of that. So do you just pretend you're a cat? Or do you...
Yes.
Because being Latin is all about being a cat. El gato. How come with the word gato, there's no R's? So I can't roll any R's with gato.
No.
Huh. But a burro, that's different. Now we're a whole other thing. I'm going to give out the phone number right now, and people are going to call it right now. Here it goes. 3 + 3 = 6 MM Daily. 336 MM Daily. 3 + 3 = 6 MM as in my initials, daily as in this podcast. Almost daily. Today's Tuesday. So I did one Saturday, Sunday, missed Monday. Tuesday, we're almost daily. Yay. Would you like to give the world a Coke?
No.
How about a new Coke? We were watching the Stranger Things with the new Coke. And she was like, what? Product placement. And I had to tell her my story about drinking new Coke. Like when it came out when I graduated. I think it was it 86? No, in the show it's 85, huh? Mm-hmm. It was 85. That's right. I went with this guy, Jack Ryan. We drove from Ventura all the way up to Mammoth, the Mammoth Mountain area, and then we camped up there.
Huh.
Him, me, and his mom, who just... Oh, and this guy showed up because she was divorced. And they actually broke up during this camping trip.
Yikes.
That's right.
Awkward.
And he was kind of consoling the guy, Jack Ryan, which is also, yes, the name of the Patriot Games guy.
Wait, he was consoling his mom's ex-boyfriend?
No, his mom.
Oh, consoling his mom.
Mom, it's okay. Stop crying. God.
Oh my God.
So lame. That's what he said, consoling her. And we bought a huge case of New Coke and drank it all during that trip. So I'll always remember when I hear about New Coke, I think about Mammoth Mountains and camping in the summer. It was around this time of year.
Wow.
And it gets hot. It was a hot day. Hot times. But not so much for Jack Ryan's mom. So if you were to give someone advice, let's say if someone is feeling anxious, what are some basic, like, what overall things? Should they see a therapist? Should they go? Should they stop watching TV? Should they avoid things? Should they eat marshmallows? Should they listen to podcasts? Or maybe a running brook, a running stream.
Oh, with birds chirping.
I can tell you how I tried to get away from anxiety. It's spending time with positive people like you.
Oh. This is where the birds start chirping.
They are chirping. Can't you hear them?
And little flutes playing.
Okay, we don't have any flutes.
Flute playing angels.
Yes. Wait, no, they play harps.
And flutes. My angels play flutes.
Okay. Hey, should I make the podcast picture today the one of me and Basil and my bare chest?
Oh, Basil's twitching. I think he says yes.
No. That ain't gonna happen. No way. Oh, you know what? Today is because I don't know if you've gone to the website MikesDailyPodcast.com, but there is a pattern to how I post pictures. I do a couple of scenic pictures, and then I'll post a picture of me, sometimes with you, lovely lady friend, sometimes with Basil, and then I'll do 2 scenic pictures and then do a cartoon. Hey, look, it's Chely Shoehart is in the podcast picture, and she's also out here today. Hello, Matthew. Hello, lovely lady friend of Mike's.
Hi, Chely.
How's it going and stuff?
Oh, me?
Yeah. No, the wall.
Sorry, Chely. I'm a little distracted. I'm doing good.
Look who else is here. Hello, Mike. This is Floyd the Floorman. And this is John Deere, the engineer. Nice to meet you, lovely lady friend.
Hello, Floyd.
I always thought Mike was racist.
How do you deal with him?
What I do is I go and listen to the birds chirp and the streams and the washing machines. Excellent. Well, this has been a great podcast. I think if we've learned one thing, it's that summer's great and go out and enjoy it, because that darn sun stays up so late. It's like, why are we inside watching Stranger Things? Let's go out there. And why am I watching depressing Netflix shows where people kill themselves? No. Go out and enjoy yourself. That's what I'm going to wrap it up with.
Especially if you're anxious.
Thank you. Next show, it'll be the wonderful Benita, the Disgruntled Fiddle Player, and the Brewmaster. Have a great day.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at MikesDailyPodcast.com. Email Mike now at MikesDailyPodcast@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Someone great.